So, this is my third activity in Highway and Railroad Engineering subject, wherein I will be discussing the forecasting future traffic flows. So, for our first number to this third activity, I have to have a comprehensive explanation on basic traffic demand analysis. So when we say forecasting, it is the art of taking available information of the past and attempting to make the best educated guesses of the ever unforeseen future. So there are many purposes in performing traffic demand analysis, but the two main ones are the predicted long-term planning for traffic analysis. So before the construction of any projects like stores, business, a traffic impact study must be performed to understand the traffic that will be produced after construction is completed. So, there might be questions that should be in our mind, like, will the existing roadway be able to handle the capacity? Thus, a new roadway need to be constructed, or thus the existing roadway need to be expanded. So, let's say na transport planners ay wish to modify a highway network either by constructing a new roadway or by instituting a program or traffic management improvements. So, any justification for their proposal will require them to be able to formulate some forecast of future traffic volumes along the critical links. So, if we're able to study the knowledge about the traffic volumes and thinking about the construction of a new roadway, so it will lead directly to the design of an allowable pavement thickness na kailangan talaga in the future and provide some basis for an appropriate geometric design for the road.
Here are some of the parameters na kino-consider ng mga highway planners in forecasting future traffic flows. So first, yung
Purpose, kailangan they have to predict the purpose of the traveler. While the next one is the time of departure and arrival, the mode employed, the distance of origin from destination, and the route traveled. So for example, for workers that travel from the suburbs into the city center by a car, the basic utility of that trip is the economic activity that makes it possible. For a driver na kulang ang kinukuhang pamasahe, so tinatawag natin siyang it is termed as this utility. Otherwise, it would have no utility or economic basis. So ang cost ay hindi lang siya tumutukoy sa money terms. Tumutukoy din siya sa time na nakuha or being lost by the traveler while making the journey. So, if an individual can travel to their place of work in more than one way, tulad ko, pwede akong pumunta ng school through jeepney and tricycle. So, I have to use the mode of travel that costs the least amount. So, this will allow me to maximize the net utility derived from the trip to my destination. So, I would rather choose a jeepney kasi mas dun ako makakamura kaysa sa tricycle. So, for the next number, to our third activity, classification of roads in the neighboring countries of Asia and in the Philippines, Marinduque as basis. Actually, the roads are classified based on many factors. We had the speed and accessibility, location and function, traffic volume, rigidity, materials, topography, and etc. So now let us proceed to the classification of roads. Based on speed and accessibility, first we have freeways. These are wide roads designed for fast-moving vehicles to travel long distances with higher speeds. So these are generally in 4 lanes, 2 lanes in each direction. Second is the expressways. These are designed to travel quickly with great comfort and safety by avoiding sharp curves and railway junctions. Third, highways. Highways actually are the one who connect villages, cities or cities to cities, or the roads connect through the state to the national capital. So those are called highways. Fourth, we have the arterial. These are the roads laid inside the city or town for the movement, high volume of traffic. And next one, we have the local streets. Actually, this is the street that don't carry a large volume of traffic like arterials. Ito yung dinadaanan natin patungo sa pinakamalapit na vegetable market. That's a local street. Lastly, we have the collector roads. Collector roads collect and deliver the traffic to and from local streets and arterials. So, pagdating naman po sa road classifications na ating bansa, or maging specific na tayo dito sa probinsya ng Marinduque. So, since this is a province, some of the road classifications we have here are the national roads. So, this is according pa po as of December 2016 from DPWH. Meron tayo ditong national road, secondary roads, meron tayong Marinduque Circumferential Road, Masiga Airport Road, Mogpog Balanacan Port Road. While yung tertiary roads are composed of the Dr. Damian Reyes Road sa Buwak side, Dr. Damian Reyes Road sa Torrijos side, and the Tigui-Dampulan Lipata-Uoc Buena Vista Road. Meron din tayong provincial road. So these are the roads that connect cities, municipalities without using national roads. And also a city municipal road yan. These are the roads maintained by the city or municipal governments. And yung barangay road, syempre, or all the other local roads within the barangay. Well, when it comes to the road classification of the neighboring countries of Asia, we have the Nagpur classification. Nagpur, it is the third largest city and the winter capital of the Indian state of Maharashtra. Where in Nagpur classification, all roads were classified into 5 categories. So we have the national highways, state highways, major district roads, other district roads, and village roads. 5 categories for Nagpur classification. We have the national highways. These are main roads of a particular country. They connect all major cities to the capital of the country. Second, state highways. Second, main roads which connect major parts of state within it. This connects to the national highway. Third, district roads, provided within the cities and connects markets and production places to state and national highways. Lastly, we have the rural roads or the village roads. This connects the nearby villages with each other. They lead to nearby town or district roads. And aside from Nagpur classification, we also have the modern Lacto classification, which has 3 categories: primary roads, secondary roads, and tertiary roads. Next one are the road patterns. So what are the different types of road patterns? So first, we have the rectangular pattern or grid pattern. This type of pattern is a scheme where the streets and roads are moving perpendicular to each other in the form of a grid or block, thus forming a block or grid pattern. Next, the radial pattern or star pattern. In this road pattern, the network of roads is in the form of circles originating from the center of the area. Third one, the radial and grid pattern. The radial and circular pattern is the road pattern in which the main roads originate from a central point and connected together by narrow roads that radiate outward. Fourth, the hexagonal road pattern. This pattern is a network of roads that grow in such a manner in different directions, forming hexagons. Next one is the minimum travel road pattern. In this road pattern, the town is contented by sector centers, suburban facilities, and neighborhood centers by the highway, which required minimum time reach the city center. Lastly, we have the linear pattern. It consists of road grow linearly in one direction, possibly due to the presence of some natural sources such as sea or ocean at one side of the city. So those are the road patterns. So are there manifestations that they are adopted in the highway development in the Philippines? So road patterns were usually found in urban areas wherein the traffic volume needs an alternative solution to minimize the traffic problems throughout the country. There might be countries that neglecting this type of road network because of some reasons. While the Philippines country possesses some of the road patterns such as combined grid and semi-radial, rectangular patterns, and linear patterns. Well, there are 6 circumferential roads and 10 radial roads around the city of Manila. While in the province of Marinduque, the road patterns that Marinduque Highway Development adopted is the rectangular patterns, which is usually found in the towns, especially in population areas in the province. Additionally, the linear road patterns, which is very common to this province because most of the roads in this province is in linear pattern. So in what manner that road patterns are important in highway planning? So in macroscopic aspect in the Philippine setting, the patterns of roads infrastructure becomes an important armature determining the form of development, which is frequently known as spot development. The principle of road pattern is to reduce the time and the distance that the vehicle takes to reach the destination place. It also focuses on the interconnection of branch roads. Additionally, it increases the response time of normal vehicles as well as emergency vehicles like ambulance, fire engine, and etc. to reach the destination place. It plays a vital role in the management of traffic but is neglected by most countries. Aside from it, this will form a new perspective and the country will be possessing the intricate beauty of road patterns. While in microscopic aspect, using the Marinduque setting, roads and streets act as arteries and veins of a town. They greatly affect its internal morphology and external form. Formation of roads and streets generally takes place to meet the needs of interaction between various nodes. So since Marinduque is a province and the traffic volume is not the same as urban areas, and this place don't have as much road patterns like the ones I mentioned earlier, but the importance of road patterns in highway planning here in Marinduque is that it improves more the traffic flow, especially the towns with heavy traffic volumes like Dibuak capital. It also adds intricate beauty to the province that might result to tourist attraction. Hello everyone, so this is my content-based reaction after viewing the video presentation discussed by one of my classmates, Miss Dawn Castillo. So first, she presented the different aspects such as economical, political, and technical aspects that may affect the highway and transportation planning, wherein she included situations and supports her answer, and she explained it very well. So in fact, the information she shared were the ones that I've also included in my activity, and it also seems that she stated facts as well with basis. So she also listed and shared some reasons why government are spending for the development of highway and transportation facilities. So the same with highway planning strategy. So wherein she also provided some animations that adds entertainment that makes it more interesting for viewers to watch, and also videos that are related to the topics she discussed. So I see that she did a thorough research because there were evidences that are related. There were evidences that support her statements. So I agree with her from the very start of her explanation until the end. She gave specific examples that gives me additional information about the second activity. So additionally, although na low quality yung dating ng video, she delivers it very well.